Good morning, welcome back. Bit of a different one this really. Planned all week to go to the Lake District on Saturday, and then the weather I noticed was to take a nosedive, high winds. So I took a day's leave off work and planned to go on the Friday, which is today. But as Thursday went on, by Friday evening, the weather front had sort of moved forward. So today the up on the ones I'd planned to do, which are quite high ones for the Wainwrights, we're talking 40 plus gusts, and then overnight 45 mid 40s, and then by tomorrow on the walkout, I believe it's supposed to be picking up to sort of the early 50s. So I decided last night at about 8:30 just to call it. I'd already got packed up. I'd packed the hefty winter tent and everything, so I've just left it all packed. So I'm probably overpacking for the Peak District, which is where I'm going to be going. I'm still actually at home in the garden, because I've got a bit of time to waste. So I thought I'd just do a bit of an introduction now. So I'm packed, overpacked. I've got my Kiwi winter tent, but the winds are not supposed to get above 30 miles an hour where I'm going to go. So my plan is I'm going to do a route that I know. I'll park in Old Glossop, but I'm going to try and get to a place where I've never camped. And if not, the fallback is Bleaklow Stones, so that may give you a clue where I'm going. It's in that area. So I'm going to set off with my winter gear in the sunshine. Put my winter gear in because it's been kind of wind chill, -5 up in the lakes. So like I said, I should be warm and comfortable anyway. So right, I'm going to get my gear together, get the car loaded, and get set off for the shorter drive down to the Peak District. So I've got parked up. I made the drive down, got parked up. Just made the steepish ascent, and I'm not sure if any of you know where I am. You see the background there. It's an absolutely glorious day, but it's breezy. So it's breezy down here. So I think I've made the right decision about tonight. I'm down to my last 31 now, and I've got a few low ones here marked for bad weather, but on the Wainwright side of things. But I've got quite a few high ones in ridges. It's not something I meant to do. Just get over this stay. But that's what I've got left, so I kind of want to savour them. I don't want to be going up and fighting my way over them and having to come off the tops. I want a good steady run in, so I can sort of save it for some nicer days now. Crunch through them. So, but there are some really nice ones, some nice ridges. I was going to do that's up above our one up onto Art Crag, which is a fairly narrow ridge in places, I believe. But my route off were down over Fairfield and sort of Cofer Pike, and then that, I can't remember, Summit House that dropped down onto St Sunday Crag, because I've got to get Anderson Crag, so I was going to go over that way and get 3, but then the other one was maybe park at Honester and do that group round there over the back and up to Great Gable, but I didn't fancy being up Great Gable or Green Gable. Again, I want to kind of savour those. Yeah, anyway, I'm rambling on. So I'm in the Peak District, I'm heading up towards Bleaklow, up Yellow Slacks. But I am, as I said earlier, aiming to camp somewhere that I've never camped before. But if I get there, I get there. If I don't, I don't. To be honest, I've just got to do a night out. I've been on holiday, had a couple of things on with my wife, some gigs and stuff, and Clinton Baptiste, I'm getting the word. So I've had about sort of 3 weeks off, maybe running to 4. I did get out for a camp right at the beginning of September, so yeah, it's probably 4. So it's kind of, I'm ready now. So I thought, come what may, unless there's an hurricane, I'm going to be out somewhere this weekend. And as I said, I was favouring the Lake District, but it's just good to be out in it. Just put my coat and my hat on. It's got quite cool as I've climbed up. Just getting to the bit where the path converges with Yellow Slacks Brook, and it ain't actually running overly well, really. I mean, it were absolutely tanking it down a couple of weeks ago, but I don't think we've had much rain. So I think rather I was going to risk waiting, and I could see some water sources just past Bleaklow Stones, but I don't know if it's, I'm running at risk that it's just a bit of a boggy trickle. So I think I'll collect my water from here and see how we get on. Wow, looking in at that, it's actually taking a lot of that peatiness out as well. It looks like it's taking a lot of that peatiness out. It looks like it's taking a lot of that peatiness out as well. That tastes like really good fresh water. That's nicer than tap water, that. Seems to, you probably can't see it, but it seems to have taken that that peaty brownness out of it as well. It's got basically at the bottom of that, it's got a carbon filter as well as one of those micro filters that they have in the bee freeze, fibre filters. so it'll take out sort of metals and chemicals and toxins and stuff, so you can virtually get your water from anywhere with that. I mean, it's heavy, it's bulky, but it kind of gives you a few options. It's maybe a good one to carry in the summer when water's a bit scarce on the tops. But yeah, that's good. I'm going to fill my big bladder up now, and then get across the plateau. That's there we go, Ernstone's behind me, just past that. You can see Wainstone's just up there, so we're going to hit the Pennine Way and just swing north. I've picked up a bit of a trod. I think I'm going to need something to eat. See what's just coming up to the Pennine Way now. You can see the little paved section. So I'll put you away and find a little perch to sit and have some dinner. There it is, I can see it. Right, I've reached Grinner Stones. You can see just in the distance, that's I think that's Bleaklow Head there. That's Bleaklow Stones. Sorry, my big arm in the way, just on the top there. I don't think you can find that. And this area is Grinner Stones. I'll put a picture on. It's got quite a commanding position right at the top of the Derwent watershed. In fact, the River Derwent, I think, actually starts in one of the valleys just over the source of it's just over there, I think, or over the back here, and it goes down into the Derwent Valley. That's Howden Edge. Sorry, Howden Edge. That's what have we got there? So we've got Crow Stones just over there, and we pan round to Outer Edge. Ice Stones, sort of there. Wet Stones right at the end, and then round onto sort of cartilage area, and up to, you can just see Lost Lagway Bactor in the background, and it sweeps down to Derwent Edge, and I think that's Baslow Edge, not Baslow Edge, but Bamford Edge. Bamford Edge. You got Winhill there, Loose Hill just poking out from the back of Crookston, and then the mighty Kinder Plateau, which were considered for today as well. And then I can just see glinting in the sunshine, you won't pick it up, but I can just see the Snake Road, the sun on the cars. And then again round to sort of Bleaklow area. So yeah, it's quite a nice camp spot. It looks like it's kind of well used. I'm out in the Kiwi Storm Star too. Like I said, I was supposed to be going to the Lake District, and the weather was supposed to be pretty atrocious. And on that, as I was walking up, I lost signal in one area. When I got it back, Andy Beaver's a mate. He'd messaged me. He'd been up on Rays last night, and he said it had kind of deteriorated worse than they said it were going to be. But it's just coming down this morning. In his words, were absolutely bloody crazy. I think he said it were on the tops 55 to 60 mile an hour and 76 mile an hour gusts, which that wasn't forecast. It was forecast to get up to sort of 20s, 30s, and then gusts of early 40s today. Not as early as that though. That were on the Mountain Weather Information. Well, the Mountain Weather Information Service one. In fact, that's usually pretty conservative, but that got caught out. It said it were only going to be 25 to 35 mile an hour winds. So it were double that. So I packed for the Lake District, so I've got me kind of one for the tops, but I didn't know what it was going to be like. It's actually settled down as the wind now. It's supposed to be about 20 mile an hour, which I don't think it is, but it's supposed to go down to sort of 17, 15 during the night, so probably overkill. But I'll be cosy. I mean, the alternatives with the Acto, it's going to be light. It's going to be dark. Sorry, so it's sort of 7:30. So it's a long time in a tent. So that's why I bought this. It was because the weather forecasts were so kind of out last year. I thought I'm going to get caught out at one stage, and rather than buy, I fancied an Illyberg Nallo, but I think the Alac's a bit too heavy. But I mean they're £1,000 now then, which I kind of, they are good tents, but £1,000 plus. So this were on sale at 480 quid last summer. It's supposed to be 700 quid ish. So I thought 480 for it. I just wanted a robust tent that had some space in it. I know the look's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's to be honest, it's function over looks on this. I'd rather be kind of safe in it. I mean, it's 9.8. Yeah, 9.8 DAC poles. So it's approaching sort of 10. But it's got up to 16 peg out points, and it's like, I had it out last year and it's like a bleeding limpet. And when it's really windy, it just don't flap either. Well, all tents flap to her, but they don't flap like. I mean, I've got an Illyberg and it does flap. But I tend to use my Acto more at the 3 season. I know it's a 4 season tent, but when I can spend a bit more time outside the tent, because it's a great tent and it's a good weight, 1.6, 1.7 kilos, but it's very cramped. But this is great for the winter months. It's I mean, it's full of GDs. You can bloody lean on these things, you know what I mean? And this is X-Pac sail material, so all the stress points are sort of made out of sail material. But I think it's got quite a lightweight bathtub though. That's the thing, which I think they've done just to keep the weight down, because it is sub. And I know I'm not comparing it to an Alac, but I think an Alac's the closer kind of size and stuff. And it is, I think it's 2.6 or 2.7 kilos. This. The Alac's 3, I think. I might be wrong. I don't know. I think it might be wrong. So I mean, there's not much in it, but it is lighter. But it's a fair bit less expensive. So yeah, so I can show you around. I haven't quite got it taut there. It's flopping a little bit, but you can kind of see how kind of drum tight that is. Like I say, it just don't move really. Not set up in the best place. So that's my welcome mat. Got the water. That's that new filter I was trying earlier. I mean, it's a fantastic filter, but Bloody hell, weighs a ton. Absolute weighs a ton. So it's a bit of a tip down there. It's all my warm stuff. The vestibule, I keep me. If I were wet through, I'd be keeping my rucksack and my waterproofs in there, completely separate from all my dry stuff. Got my thermarest out. I tend to use that all year round now, to be honest. It's dead comfy. I've actually got this set up upside down because there's a slight slope going that way, so I've kind of set up with my head at that end. But the head's supposed to be at that end, but I don't think it's slightly narrow at this foot end, but it don't matter for one. I mean, there's acres of space. So I brought the gas stove out this time rather than the alcohol. I switch between in the winter. All my gubbins and toiletries and stuff and my electricals are in there. It's a good bag, that at BCF. It's big enough to, if I'm a bit warm, I can take that off and it compresses down and fits in that quite nicely. So it's a good bag, stove and stuff, till I get it set up. Full bag and a few bits and bobs, so kind of that's my setup. It's not actually. It felt really nippy this morning, but it's. I don't know if I warmed up because I've been putting the tent up, but yeah, good to be out. It's a shame I couldn't get up to the Lake District. I was really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to the Lake District. Sun's just dropped from to the gap. I don't think we're going to get a sunset. It's going to drop into cloud again, but there's just a gap. Absolutely beautiful. Breezy, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Well, got packed up. It's 8:30 and the sun's just made an appearance. All that cloud's just started to burn off a bit. Some lovely views of big close stones and stuff. Just got a bit of sun on. So it's going to make for a nice walk out. So I'm all packed up. Tent's on the top, it was inside. But it's a bit of a squeeze. It's just easy to put it on top. Everything gone. So no trace left apart. Picked up some banana skins that somebody kind of left yesterday, just down there. Does me head in. Anyway, right. I'll get this on my back and have a steady mooch back on Bleaklow. I'm actually going to go a bit of a different way. There's a trig, can't remember the name of the hill, just above Old Glossop. So instead of going left and then back down Yellow Slacks or Doctor's Gate, I'm going to actually turn right and go over some old quarries. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll update you as we get back down there. So it's not even that cold wind has kind of warmed up a touch as well, with the sun making an appearance. So be bold, start cold, which is what I'm doing. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. Come across this mountain here. That's sad. I suppose we all go in the end. Lovely animals. Just shows you how there's no predators up here though. That were there when I came yesterday. No birds, no foxes, nothing. Very sterile. Sad thing is, trying to do away with them as well. I think grouse shooting's at its day. Out in the middle of nowhere, it's a bit depressing. I pick one of these up nearly every time I go out walking now. Looks like it's been floating around a while. It's a giant J or a 1. I don't know what it is. It's one of these balloons you get for birthdays, and they just end up all over. Guess what? Someone's been trying to chew it as well. So that'll be half ingested by something. Anyway, right. I'll stick it in my bag and take it home. Right. Just coming up to the summit of Bleaklow Head. Like I said, come off the path and it's sort of going south and then down kind of Doctor's Gate, or the way I came up. I'm going to go north on the Pennine Way and cut across. Come off down Cockhill, which is there's a trig point there, but it's a place I've never been up to. So, oops, sorry. So it's a place I've never been up to. So I'm gonna go down a bit different way, make my way back down to the car. So there we go. There's the big mound of Bleaklow Head. For a short way. Right, I've made it off and driven back up home. It's only an hour's drive from where I was parked. Bit of a different one that, I got it sprung on me a little bit. So very enjoyable camp, lovely evening last night, and relaxing, had a really good night's sleep. So as you saw there, on with the boring bit, unpacking, drying everything out and sorting all the trammel out. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, stay safe and I'll see you next time. Thank you.